In today's video, we are going to discuss about loops in Java. Now, as you know, what is a loop? Loops are basic statements which are used to perform a task repeated number of times. Just like there are certain tasks which have to be repeated for a certain number of times. For those purposes, in the program, we use the loops. Now, when we talk about Java, Java contains three basic loops: the for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So we'll be discussing the basic features of all these three loops. First, the for loop. The for loop is basically used for known number of iterations, and it is used for fixed number of times. We know 10 times, 20 times, how many times the loop will execute. The syntax of this for loop is for, then the initial value from where the loop begins, final value till where the loop has to go, and then step value, how the initial value will be reaching to the final value. And then we have the statements. Like you can see, I have made a program here to print all natural numbers from 1 to 10. What I have done, int I have taken the variable I. Now the loop begins from 1. For I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10. So the test condition, the final value is 10. And how will it reach from 1 to 10? By incrementing by 1, I plus plus. And within the loop, I am printing the value of I. The second is the while loop. While loop, it's used for unknown number of iterations, right? It is used for unknown number of iterations. Syntax is while there is a condition. The condition is checked before entering into the loop. This is the reason the while loop is known as entry control loop. So while condition is there, and then the statement, and within the block we have the step value which is needed to reach to the final value. Just like you see in the program, this is to print all natural numbers from 1 to 10. I initialized I by 1, and then while I is less than equal to 10, I'm printing the value of I, and then I'm incrementing I. So this is the while loop. Next, do while loop. The do while loop is also used for a known number of iterations, and it is a exit control loop. It means that the condition will be checked while coming out of the loop. As you can see in the syntax here, do, the statement, and then the step value. And then outside I have the while condition. Just like you can see again in the program, I have initialized I by 1. Do what it has to do, print the value of I, and then I'm incrementing until when it will do, till it is less than equal to 10. So this is the use of the do while loop. Now talking about difference between for loop and while loop. For loop is used for fixed number of iterations. While loop is used for unknown number of iterations. In the for loop, as you saw, the variable is initialized along with the loop. But in the while loop, the variable is initialized before beginning the loop. Again, when we talk about difference between entry controlled and exit controlled loop, or difference between while and do while loop. As we can see, the while loop is an entry control loop, do while is an exit control loop. The while loop checks the condition first and then it enters into the loop. But the do while loop, while coming out of the loop, the condition is checked. The while loop will not be executed at all if the condition is not true. But the do while loop will execute at least once even if the condition is not verified. So I hope you are clear with the introduction of the loops. Further things we will discuss in the next videos, or you may refer to the book for further reference.